Hey y'all, it's Amanda and this is my Texas Zone 8 garden, and today we're going to be pulling back some mulch here, laying cardboard. We're going to be installing a brand new arch trellis, and we're going to be planting some beautiful sunflowers for the fall. Okay, so it's August. It's the most hot, brutal time of the year for North Texas. This month is a beating. It's also back to school. So my kids actually go back to school on like the 8th or the 9th, or this Thursday coming up. And so it's gonna be a really busy week. And of course I did poor planning, and I'm going to do a really big project in the middle of the day. Not huge, I'm going to take breaks. But basically what we're going to do, we're going to be starting right here on this path. And you might have already seen some of my video where I started pulling back mulch, laying thick cardboard, and then putting the mulch back. I originally laid a plastic woven barrier, and while it has prevented a lot of the grass, it hasn't prevented all the grass. And so I'm going to also go ahead and lay down a really thick layer of cardboard. So basically I'm going to start by pulling back all this mulch right here, and then I'm going to be laying cardboard, and then we're going to be installing a really beautiful metal arch that I got from Amazon Prime Day. Okay, so basically I just have a hoe here, and I'm just going to be coming through with the goal of pulling back a bunch of this mulch like this. And then I'll pull it back part way, and then what I'll do is I'll come back and lay in some cardboard. And we're not doing like this whole path. I'm just doing this project in sections at a time regarding adding the cardboard in, just because it's so brutal. It's such a hard project. I just can't like fathom in my head doing it all at once. It's just too much, too hard. I've also recently been struggling with a lot of back issues, which sucks. So I've been taking a lot of hot Epsom salt baths, spending a lot of time with my heating pad. I feel like something's out of alignment. I do see a chiropractor, which helps a whole lot. And I actually haven't had a lot of back issues until recently, which tells me I've just done something wrong, which sucks. And for any of y'all who have Bermuda grass, it's the worst. It's a never-ending battle. I'm really hoping that the cardboard is going to help smother out quite a bit of it. And when it doesn't smother out, I'm probably going to have to treat with some grass killer. And the way Bermuda is, it's going to be never ending. This grass is just ridiculously intense. But I mean, that's why it's grown a lot in the South. Because you literally, you have to work so hard to kill it. All right, and you can see I also have St. Augustine grass, which I actually love, and it's so easy to remove. See, look how easy it is to remove. Coming up along this edge. So I'm going to come in with some additional landscape pins and really get them to the edge right here. Making sure that we're getting this pin down as close as we can, and then I'll lay the cardboard right up to the edge as well. All right, and then I'll just go back with the mulch. Okay, and the reason we're doing this right here is because this is where I'm going to be installing the new arch as like an entrance for this location. Okay, I've got enough energy to do another little section. one more piece. Put in here. Okay, so I've actually got a bunch of paper bags from a recent grocery delivery. I'm just really gonna layer up over here. All right, then I'm gonna put this big piece back across the top. And we'll just fill in a little more. There we go. Okay, and I think I'm gonna put a fresh bag of mulch right here at the end. Okay, I'm gonna stop there for now. I'm gonna go plant some new sunflower seeds, and then I'm gonna shower. I'm gonna build that new arch inside and come out here and install it right here at this opening. Okay, so got a lot going on in this bed. Specifically, I've got a sunflower right here that is ready to harvest the seeds. Let me bring those closer to you, y'all. So basically, the chafing on the top, once you can easily brush that off, you can see all the seeds underneath it. And this is a Sunflower Steve sunflower. So I'm really excited to save these seeds and use them for next year. How fun is that? So basically, I'll just bring this inside and just allow it to continue drying directly on this. And once this entire thing is dried, we will harvest all of these seeds and save them. Okay, so this used to be a star jasmine. I let it die on accident, is what it is. We are gonna go ahead and cut off the rest of this sunflower. I know that it is still blooming. However, it has some intense growth on it regarding some kind of insect under the leaves and stuff. So I just want to let that go. Get rid of it. Now, I have a whole bunch of stray celosia over here. Pull up. I'm also going to clear out this whole bed for sunflowers. So I already have celosia other locations. So we're just going to go ahead and pull all this up. And this is just celosia that reseeds itself every year. But I'd rather have sunflowers. All right, I also have an eggplant that I'm just going to go ahead and cut out at the base. My other eggplants are doing great. I'll just pull this whole thing up. So, look at that root ball. Just gonna let this go. Over here, I've got a bunch of scabiosa, and I've kind of just discovered over the years, I don't really like scabiosa in arrangements. I don't think I've been able to grow it well enough that it's big enough and more interesting enough to make a difference in an arrangement. So I'm not going to be starting any scabiosa from seed this year because I think I'm just done growing it for now. Who knows, maybe in the future I'll jump back on that bandwagon. But as of right now, meh. So I'm just going to pull all these out. And these do act as like a kind of tender perennial in my garden. Okay, next thing I want to do is I'm going to pull up all my stakes holding my drip lines in place because I do want to add compost to this bed. Now, I'm adding compost to the bed not necessarily for the sunflower seeds. This bed I will be utilizing for growing ranunculus again. And I should be planting my ranunculus corms sometime in October. And I will grow in this bed and I will overwinter them. They will have a cover over the top of them, a frost cloth over the top of them. Anyway, with that being said, I want to make sure that I have really great soil preparation for that. And I most likely will be planting in the ranunculus when my sunflowers are just beginning to bloom, which means I won't be able to, I wouldn't be able to add compost at the time that I was doing the ranunculus. So this is a good time to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of bags of that. This looks good. Soil feels good. Definitely a lot of presence of worms, which is great. Okay, so what I'm using today is not my typical stuff. This is a composted manure topsoil. It's what was available, so it's what we're going with. I didn't have time to drive out to Homegrown and get the soil I like. So this is what we got. This is topsoil that's also got composted manure in it. So we spread this out the top, just like that. I would prefer straight compost. But like I said, this is what was available. I don't really like the black cow stuff, just because I don't think it's broken down enough. So we'll try this out, see how it goes. And then at this point, I'm going to come back in with my lines. Should be 4 lengths. Yeah. Okay, so topping off your beds with compost whenever you can is probably one of the best things you can do for raised beds. I know I can put in plant tone. It is not the same as adding in compost. Compost just continues to enrich the quality of your soil. So anyway, got this in here. We're going to be doing 2 varieties of sunflowers. The first one is called a teddy bear sunflower from M.I. Gardener. M.I. Gardener always has good seeds. Their selection is getting better and better, and the prices are pretty good. These are planted about 1/2 inch deep. They require full sun, excellent for cut flowers, great pollinators, and the seedlings take about 2 to 4 weeks to come to fruition. Teddy bear sunflower has smaller head and stem than the tall sun gold sunflower. The double petal blooms make for a beautiful border along a fence or just a few places throughout the garden. Beautiful as cut flowers, and once they open fully, the pollinators love them. They're so full of petals that it appears almost fuzzy. And I'm totally stuck on a typo that I see on here. You can direct sow these very easily. They germinate in 7 to 10 days. Germination is about 70 degrees. It's obviously going to be hotter than that. They should be fine. They mature in about 90 days. So starting them now, beginning of August, they should be maturing right at the end of October, which would be perfection for flower arrangements. And we need to space them about 6 to 8 inches tall, and these plants get about 5 to 6 inches tall. Now, I'm terrible about remembering to water plants. So what I've got my drip system in place, and basically what I'm going to do is take a couple of seeds, and underneath each emitter, I will drop a couple of seeds in there. Super simple, just like that. And then wherever there's an emitter, these will get watered on a daily basis. And I should have a beautiful crop of sunflowers. I'm putting about 2 in each of these holes, because keeping these moist during germination is key. And like I said, I'm not going to remember to come out here, y'all. It's just not who I am as a gardener or a person. So I rely heavily on drip irrigation. I had someone the other day when I was talking about drip irrigation that they just thought that it was too confusing and too expensive to install drip irrigation. And I'm like, yeah, no, I totally get it. And when I first started installing drip irrigation, I found the same issue, which is why I've also done some videos about it, just to kind of help people along. And if you do your whole garden at once, it's crazy expensive, y'all. Crazy expensive. I've done mine little by little as my budget allows, and that's worked really well for me. But it's been a game changer on the amount of water. which is important because that reduces the cost of my water bill every month by using drip line. Also good for the environment. But I totally get when people are like, it's confusing and it's expensive. And I'm like, yeah, no, I understand that. Totally understand that. All right, so we've got that variety. The next variety we're going to grow is, on this side, we're going to do vanilla ice sunflower. These are from Botanical Interests. Blooms summer to frost, about 5 feet tall. Vanilla ice brings a creamy light yellow color to the garden, and your table arrangements has a beautiful dark center. Sweet 3 foot to 5 foot, sweet 3-inch to 5-inch flowers on multi-branched 5-foot plants are lovely in moonlight garden. Sunflowers are practically hair-free, very fast growing, and provide months color, drought tolerant. Once established, and pollinators love them. 10 to 15 days for these seedlings to emerge. We're planting about a fourth of an inch to half an inch deep. Group about 3 seedlings every 14 to 24 inches. So I have my emitters are every 6 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and skip a little bit of space to give them a little bit more space for growing. I will say I love Botanical Interest, but I find their packets the most difficult to open. I don't know if I just do it wrong. I don't know, but it drives me bonkers. So we're going to put a few seeds in each hole. And like I said, we're going to skip every other emitter just to give them a little space. And remember, we're putting directly under the emitter so that they will stay moist during the germination process. Now, if you put them closer together, you will get smaller flowers. And if you're cool with that, that's fine. All right, sweet. And this will be really great. A lot of these will come to fruition right around fall, Halloween, into Thanksgiving, which is a perfect time for when I'm making a lot of flower arrangements for get-togethers and events. So looking good. I'm not going to stress about watering these. These will get watered when my emitters go off in the mornings. Okay, we're going to build this inside because it's like 100 degrees outside. And got Buffy here to help me, Rookie over there, and then Jeff is going to be coming back and forth helping out too. And I got this off of Amazon Prime, during Amazon Prime Day. I mean, I can never tell with those because I think they hike up the prices for the day. I don't know. I felt good. I think I paid like $70-something for this, and I really like the shape of it. And so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. And I really like the look of it. And getting it through Amazon, I should be able to get more in the future if I end up really liking this style. Oh, this looks like it comes with all the tools you need. All right. That would be great if I don't have to stand up to get anything. Oh, Jeff said it's on sale right now for $98. So I did get it for $70-something. So that makes me feel good, the price I got it for. Oh, he says the regular price is $150. I'm not gonna lie, there's a bazillion little pieces to put together though. I may regret this. Okay, so we're wondering if it's secure enough. We might have to add additional stakes into here to hold it upright, especially if we have really strong winds. But I mean, it's it feels pretty secure. Definitely has a good height. So what I'm going to be planting on here is cantaloupe. I'm going to be probably planting them in the corner of this raised bed over here in hopes that they grow up and over. That's just what I'm doing for this season. I think in the future that I'm probably going to do some kind of climbing rose or something along those lines at a different point in time. But yeah, this looks great. I'm really happy with the price compared to the quality, wouldn't you say, sweetie? Yeah, quality is really good. All right, you all. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Watching me pull back all the mulch, lay down additional cardboard in order to combat the Bermuda grass, and then planting 2 new varieties of sunflower seeds. Now's the time to plant your sunflowers if you want to make fall arrangements, and then installing this new arch from Amazon. All right, you all, as always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Every time you like and comment, it helps grow my channel so much. And if you're not interested in commenting, you don't know what to say, just drop this emoji below. Just say hi. I love exploring different emojis. And be sure to check me out on my social media outlets, including Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, she's a mad gardener or a decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.